What is happening, people? Welcome to Saeed TV. Man United lose to Arsenal 3-2 right at the depth. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Gutted. I'm absolutely gutted. And I'm sorry, man. Erik ten Hag, you got it wrong, mate. You got it wrong. You got it wrong, man. You needed to bring the substitutions earlier. One sub before you brought on Garnacho right at the end. Really? Really, Erik, man? You can't keep doing this. You can't keep just thinking that teams aren't going to keep getting stronger. Every time you sit back, every time you invite pressure, you're only going to harm your team. You're only going to have that one mistake where we switch off. You can't do that, Erik, man. I love you. You've been a breath of fresh air. Tactically, you've been on point. You know, you've been amazing since you've been Man United manager. But if you have to be super critical, yeah, at the game when it was there, you can't sit back. You've got to give something. Garnacho, bring him on. Bring him on. And let's let them have something to worry about. We just sat back, invited pressure. And in the end, that was the only outcome. It was going to happen. It was happening for 20, 30 minutes of the game. Come on, Erik, man. But Man United actually took the lead through Marcus Rashford in the form of his life. Checks party, leaves him for dead. Absolutely bends one in. And Ramsdale, no chance. United needed to then keep it 1-0, keep it tight. But we concede 5 or 10 minutes later. Wan-Bissaka on the near post again caught napping. One of his Achilles heel is that he's always caught napping in that position. Just look around, Wan-Bissaka. What's wrong with you? Like, look around, see if anyone's around you and make a decision. But again, caught napping. Typical Wan-Bissaka. Eddie Nketiah makes it 1-1. We go into the half 1-1, and I'm actually positive because we're actually containing Arsenal. We're actually pressing them. We're doing well. We're doing everything we do in the first that we normally do. Energy, high pressing. Weghorst is causing loose up front. They're doing long balls. They keep giving the ball away, and that's through us closing down channels, closing down spaces, closing down areas where Arteta and Arsenal do well. You know what I mean? And then we go into the second half, and I'm not going to lie to you, literally identical to Palace game. No game plan. We sat back. Weghorst is isolated, but he doesn't bring Weghorst off. That wasn't the issue. You bring on, an extra midfielder in Eriksen, whose legs were gone. You then saying, oh, we're going to lose a man in midfield. Listen, Weghorst, so Eriksen's legs were gone. I get what you mean. Against Crystal Palace, we took him off, and it weren't the same. But Saka, Eriksen gives the ball away and then doesn't get tight enough because, again, he's leggy and he's tired. Doesn't go straight to his man. And Saka bends one in, top corner, different game. And it's 2-1. And then you're thinking, now United have to react. But United do react. Ramsdale makes an absolute howler. Doesn't come, I think he comes in too soon. Martinez, apparently you can't header the ball. Goes to the top, scoops. It's almost like a scooping header. It generates enough power onto it, and then we go 2-2. But that was so early on in the game. I think that was like the 60th minute, 65th, 65 minutes. From then onwards, we just sat back and back and back. We brought on Fred for Anthony, who I get was going to happen. We then bring on Bruno Fernandes on the right, but we have no outlet. Rashford doesn't look, again, the same second half. Weghorst, I felt sorry for him. Anyone blaming Weghorst for anything right now? He has no... oh, my God. There's no one to link up the play. You've took the player that can link up is Bruno Fernandes, who's a 10. Then we have 3 midfielders who are sat defensively in McTominay, Fred, and Eriksen. Nobody there to support. You have to go and bring on Garnacho. I'm sorry. The game was there to at least, in that moment there, to give them something to think about. You had to, man. But we didn't. And we sat back, and we made one substitution. The squad ain't good enough, man. That's why a lot of people keep saying to me, oh, this title talk. No, man. The squad is still ain't good enough. We don't have the depth. We didn't buy enough midfielders that we needed to. Casemiro, enough today was a blow in itself. But I just think, for me, you've got to freshen it up. Yes, you bring on Garnacho in Crystal Palace game, and you take off Weghorst, and it wasn't the solution. But today, it felt like that was the solution. That was the solution in this game. I'm gutted, man. I really, really am, man. Arsenal deserved to win that game. They were the more penetrative. They were the more getting in our half, causing danger, causing overloads. And when you sit back, and Trossard actually gives it to Zinchenko, who he crosses in, and Eddie Nketiah is there to follow it up, man. But that's only going to happen because we sat back so deep. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what the tactics are in the second half. I don't know what it was. You can only do that for so long. But if you're going to do it, then bring on like for like and then try and do something different. But I'm gutted, man. It ends our unbeaten run to an Arsenal team who are probably going to win the league. They look flawless, man. They've got the mentality. They've got the bits between their teeth. They've got it. They've got it. They've got everything that you need, man, for a title-winning team. They have. And hats off to you, man. But for Man United, man, it's just a case of, man, like, what was it? What's the next plan when it ain't working, man? What's the next plan? When times are like this is where I want to know what's the next plan. Because you can't keep doing that, Ten Hag. You can't just keep inviting pressure. And you're trying to hang on for that long. It's not going to happen in football. This Premier League, any moment in any game, you've lost a game. Like, any time, you can be punished. And I think he needs to understand that. He needs to, be proactive. Bring on Garnacho. And then see where you go from there. Because you're playing against a Tomiyasu, who then he might be able to get past. And then we then alleviate pressure. That's what it's all about, people. You have to alleviate pressure. And we didn't do that. It's not a time to be reactionary because it's only one loss in 11 games. But that game hurts, man. It proper hurts. It's a rivalry in itself. And it's something that, you don't want to lose to Arsenal. And it's now a confidence booster that kind of like pushes them on now. It pushes them on tenfold, knowing that they won the game right at the death. But Ten Hag, I'm sorry you got it wrong. I have to say it. We got it wrong. And just Eriksen, come on, man. Free transfer, and we're relying on Eriksen midfield. Buy some midfielders. You've got 8 days left in the January transfer window. Get some bloody midfielders, man. Get some bloody midfielders. Guys, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Take care. Bye-bye.